Shooby-dooby-doo, where are you? We've got a broadcast to do now. Shooby-dooby-doo, where are you? You've got to beat the bell now. Come on, Shooby-doo, we can't find you. Are you stuck inside your locker? Or maybe your Wi-Fi has made you cry. You've got to see Miss Lester. You know we've got a video to shoot, and without you we're running off the tracks. Please come back. And Shooby-Doo, if you come through you'll have yourself a Shooby snack. That's a fact. Shooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. But Darby don't believe ya. You got a demerit, but just don't quit. It's time for Mustang Media.
Good morning, Mustangs.
Hope you're having a great week.
Welcome back to another week in Mustang Media. Hey Mullen, do you have a pencil?
I don't. That reminds me.
O.P.P. Let me explain it. I'll take it frame by frame it. To have you all jump and shout and saying it. O is for other, P is for people scratch your temple. The last P, a writing utensil. Sorta like another way that you can get things written. There's 5 little letters that are missing. One side for erasing and the other can be put into defacing. You do just what you've gotten and remaining. Bust it. Have you ever had to take a test you had to pass? You gotta study really hard because you failed the last. So you hit the books and study till it's late at night. You know all the questions, you know you can get them right. But when you get the test, you realize they're another debacle. Thought it was in your pocket, but you left it in your locker. It's O.P.P. time, ask your friend if you can get it. They want it by the end of class, so don't you forget it. How many teachers out there think this is unreasonable and want to punish my kids for lack of materials? They see you with O.P.P. and they're not down with it, then you walk out with a demerit. You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with O.P.P.?
We'll get lonely.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with O.P.P.?
Kane and Robbie.
Now on the daily, O.P.P.'s meaning is shifted. The first letter's the same, but the rest is something different. It's the loveliest, loose of leaves, writing's what it's made for. It's a new 5-letter word rhyming with caper or vapor. But when it comes to filler, I don't go for homogeny. College ruled notebook? I got a lot of these. Oh no, here comes a test. Tear me a half sheet. Let me show you exactly how to rip it into 2, and that way you can have the edges neat. You gotta fold it, match the corners, and then make a crease. Now with certain pieces, there'll be a hole in the middle. You be sure to crease it even if it's really little. Now unfold the piece and put it on the table there. Both hands on the side and tug to make a little tear. Slowly pull apart but gradually increase the pace. Cause if you go too fast, the whole thing's gonna be a waste. Now if you all agree, the whole thing can be organized. Say O.P.P. and pass on to the right. Be sure to pick a partner so you've got the right amount. Cause if you don't, that's a miscount. You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with O.P.P.?
Tyrant MC.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with O.P.P.?
Not that lonely.
This guy tried to O.P.P. me. He had some filler, I knew that. Matter of fact, I could see his spine just fat. And the gall just to ask me what I'm writing with. When I had already given him O.P.P. in English bussin'. Now this fella here, he had a sort of reputation as someone who would borrow things but then he would misplace them. And even if he gave them back, you know they would be ruined. If an eraser was on top, that he would always chew them. Now I'm a fella who does O.P.P. everywhere I go. But every time I see this guy, he always asks for Mo. He probably had the items too, I bet they just went with him. Cause he would throw your things into his locker, then forget him. I told him no because I thought he was respecting me. We only ever talked with his hand out expectantly. When you ask in every class, then you will be denied. Cause O.P.P. can't be our only source of school supplies. Now that you know the rules, tell this to the entire school. See if you can establish some sort of communal resource pool. You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with O.P.P.?
Not that lonely.
Down with O.P.P.?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with O.P.P.? You down with O.P.P.? Who's down with O.P.P.?
Let's look at some of the great costumes that we found on Halloween.
And now, let's look at the best
And worst.
plays of the week.
Austin Shaler preparing to throw a dime to nuts.
Okay, we have the ball on the 20-yard line, and Evan North takes it. And,
Nobody picks up the ball handler. I said nobody, and Evan Orth scores for a touchdown.
Senior girls take the dub in Powder Puff. No thanks to their coaches.
Would you look at that? It's Tyler Smith again. He is single-footedly holding the football team together with a 47-yard field goal. You already knew this was going to be the top play of the week. Volleyball in the regional championship. Mustangs, you really showed out for this one. But we got the last point, and of course, who other than Corinne to get it.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
We also got Coach V, 10th Region Coach of the Year, getting hype. So, Luke Piscatello may not be in the not top 5 this week, but his play is. They try and form a circle around the quarterback. I don't know what they were trying to do there, but it did not work.
Okay, here we have Tyler Smith kicking what appears to be an extra point. But thanks to our blocking guys, the field goal gets blocked.
Try again next time. The junior girls played just as good in Powder Puff as the quality of this video, but here we got Avery Schaefer completely blowing the game for them, missing their field goal.
Hey, Cora, do you hear that?
Yeah, sounds like a detonation in the distance.
In a world full of colossal explosions on the horizon, what would you do? Would you scream for help? Would you run for your life? Would you stare in horror at the billowing flames? Or would you casually show away from the ignition without a glance? From the creators of Blast in the Background comes Detonations in the Distance, a riveting tale of far-off ignitions and characters coolly sauntering away from them. Reviewers are praising Detonations in the Distance, calling it the most explosive feature of 2022. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Let's send it over to our favorite weatherman.
D-Money.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Weather. Rain, make it rain, weather. If money says it's raining, then you bring an umbrella. Ching, cha-ching, ain't nobody do it better. The money's coming to you and he's bringing you the weather.
Sup, Stangs? Welcome to this action-packed week of Mustang Media. We have so much for you, including this great weather broadcast. I'm your weatherman, D-Money, in case you didn't know at this point. Monday, it's mostly sunny with a high of 70. Tuesday, 67, partly cloudy. Then on Wednesday, it's mostly sunny with a high of 71. Then on Thursday, it's partly cloudy with a high of 70 and 64. Uh-oh. We got some rain coming in with a high of 64. That maybe can cause some issues for some people, maybe make the football a little slippery. We'll see what happens. But either way, let's send it back to the front desk.
Let's send it over to Landon and Robbie for the sports highlights of the week.
Welcome back to sports, Mustangs.
The football team played their last game in the regular season last Friday. They beat Pinal County with a score of 43-14.
The volleyball team made it to state for the first time in school history. They unfortunately lost to Boyd County in 3 sets. Great season, ladies.
The boys and girls cross-country team ran the state meet this past weekend. The girls team placed 4th overall, with Amy Clogie placing 3rd individually.
The boys team also played and they placed 5th overall, with Nate Ruth placing 2nd individually.
Great week of sports, Mustangs.
That's all we have for this week, Mustangs. Stay musty.